Hi kindergarten, happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys have went over and watched your virtual field trip, your trip to the coral reef this morning. If you haven't, stop now, go check that out because this activity is a follow-up for that virtual field trip. So in the video, you hear all about the coral reef and how it is a living thing that helps and interacts with a lot of different animals. So one of the animals included in the video was a sea turtle. And way back when we were starting to write our book and Miss Freeman was working on the cover, I did a cover of a sea turtle as one of our options and you guys loved it. And so I decided that what better way to end the school year than to teach you guys how to make a sea turtle. So you're gonna need a few tools for today. You're gonna need a pencil. You're gonna need something to trace with, whether it's a black Sharpie or black crayon, something to go over your lines with. You're gonna need a coloring tool. I'm using crayons today. You can use colored pencils or markers. And then you're gonna need one plain piece of paper. If you don't have plain, you can also use lined. It doesn't matter. So go gather all your tools, come back and see me, and we'll get started. All right, guys, we are ready to start drawing. So I have my paper going long ways, side to side for this drawing. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make an oval for his body. Now you're going to want to make him pretty large, but you want to leave enough room for fins on either side. So try to keep that in mind as you make your first oval shape in the middle of your paper. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's not exactly an oval or if it turns a little bit more, just that general shape. Then we're gonna add a circle coming off the front like this. Then we're gonna give him one eye and a little smile. He's a happy turtle. And then on the inside where you made that oval, you're gonna make another one, kind of giving it a border all the way around like this. Okay, and then we're gonna give him his flippers coming down. So we're gonna curve down and then we're going to curve it back up. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the top. It's going to curve up and then curve back down. Doesn't matter if yours are a little bit bigger or smaller. And then he's going to get two smaller ones towards the back. It's going to curve out and then back in. Same thing on this side, out and back in. And then we're going to give him a little tail in the middle, kind of like a triangle. Okay, now on the inside, you're going to give him little loop-de-loops. So they're going to curve around like this, all the way on his border. Yours might be a little smaller or a little bigger. It's all good until you get all the way back around. And then we're going to add two circles and just some little dots in between on his shell. Okay. Now in the picture that they showed us, he's got little bubbles coming up. Was the one like we did in your journal activity that I showed you guys before we got out of school for your kindergarten book. And then they kind of made an ocean floor and they added some coral, some seaweed. So you can add, and that again can be different sizes. Doesn't all have to be the same. And then they added a little ripple at the top to kind of show that he's in the water. Like that. And you can also add some fish if you would like. Now you can make your fish any way you want to. You could have just like a curve back fish where you curve and he kind of comes to an X. You can make some fish like that. You could also have some like triangle pointed fish. Some people make them like this, or they make that more like a whole triangle. So really, whichever kind of fish you want. And you could make 4 or 5 fish kind of back here swimming behind your turtle. Any kind of fish you might want to add. All right, so you guys know what to do from here. You're going to take your Sharpie or whatever you have, your black tool, and you are going to outline all of your lines with that black Sharpie. And we always, like, as we're doing this, we're thinking about what color scheme we might want to use. So we're going to try to make this turtle kind of realistic. So we're thinking about, you know, maybe we want to use different shades of green on him. What colors do we want to make our fish? What color of water do we think might look best for our ocean? So you guys can be thinking about that while you're outlining. Remember, if you miss the line, it's okay. You can always go back and erase that extra pencil as you go, especially on your bubbles because they're kind of tiny. So you might miss a little bit of those as you're going. So just trying to keep it as close to the line as you can. So you might, when you go to color your fish, you might want a red fish, a blue fish, and a yellow fish. Or you might want to make them all the same color. It's really up to you. I chose some different colors of green that I'm going to outline, use on my turtles. So you might have like a regular green, a dark green, a light green. So you can decide. And then those little dots that we put in the middle, you're going to go ahead and do those with your Sharpie. So you're going to kind of just outline those. It's kind of just details to show that the turtle's shell has texture to it. Do you guys remember that story I told you about Miss Freeman's pet turtles when she was little? I bet some of you remember that story. Turtles are great pets, but they do grow. So you have to keep on getting them a bigger habitat because they will grow to fit their space. So the more space they have, the bigger they will get. And mine got so big. I had 2. They climbed up, one climbed up on top of the other, and it escaped from its aquarium. It was quite the adventure. So then I've got this top line. I'm going to use, now up above this line, it's like the sky. I know that's kind of hard to imagine, but remember, this is like underwater. So up here is going to kind of be what's on the outside. So you might want to use, I'm just going to give you a few colors. You guys can go and color whatever you would like. This one will be posted for you to see kind of what my finished product looks like. So you might want to use like your light and see how I'm not bearing down really hard because I'm kind of wanting it to look like sand. So you can go very lightly and make your sand on the bottom. You may want to use green or different shades of green for your seaweed on the sides. Really up to you. Sorry about that. Shaking the camera. Then you're going to use your whatever color you would like for your fish. You can add that in there. And then of course his background all around him is going to be whatever color you choose to make your ocean. Okay, so you guys decide those fun colors. I would love to see your finished product. Remember, this is optional. It's not a required assignment. They're just for fun. If you have free time and you want to do it, feel free to do so and feel free to post it because I would love to see your finished product. I'm going to go finish mine and post it so that you guys can see it as well. Happy art! All right, guys, hopefully you finished your turtle. You have an awesome finished product. I would love, love, love to see your turtle. So I finished coloring mine and I told you I would show you my turtle. So here's my turtle all colored up. I only left my 3 fish. That was from the video. You may have more fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I hope you enjoyed your field trip to the coral reef today. You also have a Scholastic News that's all about sea turtles. So if you want to go check that out, there's some really cool videos that go along with it and a very fun game. So be sure to see about that if you haven't already done so. Bye guys. Have a great day.